Hi, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Brendan. Thanks for watching. Really good to see you here. I thought I'd give you a little review of a watch that I cannot get enough of at the moment. As soon as I went to my safety deposit box to pick this piece up, I couldn't take it off the wrist, and it is this piece. It is my Rolex Daytona Ghost. And I bought this watch in a part exchange deal a few years ago. Really didn't wear it for a while, and then I started wearing it more and more and more, and I'll show you the piece under the camera in a minute. But I've got a black t-shirt and jeans on today, and it is absolutely the perfect watch to wear with that. If you love your Daytonas, you'll probably already know about this one, but I think where it sits in the market, you'll pay a bit more than, I say, like a Panda Daytona, but actually I think it's really good value for that. And you're getting a white gold watch with that iconic oyster flex look and the contrasting subdials that give it that slightly sort of throwback into the older Daytonas, the 4-digit reference Daytonas that are so coveted today. So yeah, let's get under the camera and take a closer look at this. I want to give you some insights into this beautiful Rolex Daytona white gold Ghost. I've owned this now for 2 years, so I can tell you now it is an incredible, incredible watch. The white gold is understated, more so than yellow and rose, of course. The black subdials give it that pop. The ceramic bezel adds to that and adds performance, and of course the beautiful oyster flex bracelet really delivers. I think this is one of the best modern day Rolex Daytonas. I really do. There are lots to choose from, but I honestly think this one is absolutely up there. Cleanness of the dial, the sportiness of it, just that bit different to the pandas and the steel versions, whilst not being too gaudy. Honestly think you can't go wrong with this piece. If you take a look at the oyster flex, you've got this sort of comfort area here, and it is really comfortable, really performs well. You can wear it anywhere, this piece, without it feeling sort of out of place. You could wear this at work, you could wear this with a t-shirt and jeans, you could wear it in the boardroom, and it does deliver, it really does. I've got to be honest, if you compare it to, say, the Panda, the classic Panda, I'll bring that one in here, you know, you take your choice, I guess. They're both iconic, aren't they? But value for money, where this watch sits, I think it feels really, really special on the wrist, this piece, more so than I would have thought, and in my opinion more so than the modern Panda ceramic. Perhaps similar to something like a Zenith Daytona, where you sort of feel like you've got an incredible watch on that's just a little bit different, whilst still being, of course, a Rolex Daytona. Let me know what you think. What are your comments? Which one would you prefer out of these two, and any other watch that you've got on your radar at the moment? And let's cut back to the video. But I'd love to know your thoughts on this particular Daytona. Where does it sit for you? Is it one of your favourites? Is it not? Is it a little bit hyped? Is it you're not into the gold pieces, you prefer the steel stuff? Let me know. I do love it, but I have to say it's sitting in my safe at the moment, so I need to decide what to do with it, if I'm going to keep it. I kind of have a love-hate relationship, because I have all my watches in a safety deposit box, and or multiple safety deposit boxes actually, and if I don't wear them for a while, I start thinking, why have I got this watch? Why don't I sell it and do something else, make some different moves, or what have you. Yeah, you know, watches are for wearing, in my opinion. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Thanks again for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one.